賢者の選択リーダーズ。
賢者の選択リーダーズナビゲーターの八木咲です。今回のテーマはソーシャルビジネス。ご存知の方も多いと思いますが、ソーシャルビジネスとは経済的な利益追求だけではなく、貧困ですとか環境といった社会的課題の解決を目的としたビジネスです。そこで今回は世界的に広まりつつあるソーシャルビジネスを提唱し、世界の貧困問題解決に尽力しているある人物の取り組みに着目したいと思います。
経済的利益の追求だけではなく、あらゆる社会問題の解決を目的とした新たなビジネスコンセプト、ソーシャルビジネス。経済的な持続性を保ちながら継続的に社会問題の解決に取り組むというこの革新的なシステムを提唱したのがグラミン銀行創設者ムハマド・ユヌス。貧困のない世界を目指すユヌスの取り組みは世界の貧困問題解消に大きく貢献。その功績が認められ、2006年にはノーベル平和賞を受賞。そこで今回はユヌスが提唱する21世紀のビジネススタイル、ソーシャルビジネスの全容に迫る。
改めてご紹介いたします。本日のゲスト、グラミン銀行創設者で2006年ノーベル平和賞受賞者でいらっしゃいますムハマド・ユヌス先生です。よろしくお願いします。I'm so honored to have you in this program
Well,
today.
it's my pleasure. I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you. それではまずはユヌスさんのプロフィールをご覧ください。
グラミン銀行創設者ムハマド・ユヌスは1940年バングラデシュで生まれ、チッタゴンカレッジを経てダッカ大学を卒業。1969年バンダービルト大学で経済学の博士号を取得。1972年チッタゴン大学経済学部長に就任。1976年貧困救済プロジェクトを開始。1983年グラミン銀行を創設。2006年ノーベル平和賞受賞。2013年ユヌスソーシャルビジネスマークを発表。現在に至る。
And now I'd like to ask about your motivation when you started this business in the first place. So the poorest of the poverty cannot have many opportunity to break out to the poverty, right? So what has happened for them? What's the situation of them?
One way I try to explain that poverty is not caused by poor people.
Oh,
They are not the cause of the poverty.
right.
Poverty is imposed on them by the external forces. Because world doesn't behave the way it should to let them give the opportunity, not give money, opportunities. Poor people are cut off from all opportunities.
バングラデシュのある村の女性は金利の高い業者から借りたお金約7セントで竹を買い、手作りで椅子を作っていた。その椅子は金利の高い業者に言い値で買い取られ、さらに借りたお金の利率は週に 10% という高い金利がついていた。このままでは自立どころか日々の暮らしさえままならない。こうした現状に対しユヌスはある取り組みを始めた。
One such opportunity that I was trying to establish for them is to bring banking services to the poor people so that they can have their own money, they can go on creating their own income so that they can pull themselves from poverty. And that became known as microcredit or microfinance.
So would you explain about the microcredit again, please? Thank
Yes,
you.
microcredit is again that you give a loan for income generating activity.
Yes.
To anyone, any person, any poor person who cannot otherwise find this money. We give the money and she starts a business, and gradually on a weekly basis she pays back tiny little installment to pay back the money. Within 6 months, within 1 year, whatever the time period for which a loan was given, she pays back. And she wants to bigger loan, so wants to do more of this business that she is in. So gradually, step by step, she enhances the capacity of income earning, and size of the income starts growing. Then as she grows with income, her other things start growing. She sends her children to school. She's helping to build a new house for her because now she has income. So her asset base, the wealth base, started becoming bigger and bigger, and she feels more comfortable than did before. We created a bank for that, called it Grameen Bank or Village Bank. It's a bank for the poor people. So this is one facility that we established, helped many, many millions of poor women in Bangladesh to help families get out of poverty. There are many other things. Education is missing, technology is missing, and all other opportunities are missing. So once you bring those opportunities to them, they will not be poor people because they're all capable people. Simply, there's a Berlin Wall around them. They cannot get out of it. So I said, why don't you break the Berlin Wall so that they can be entering into all kinds of possibilities and situations and so on. Today's banking system denies access to majority people of the world. 2/3 of the people of the world have no access to financial services of the banking system. So you need a banking system for the poor people. So that's one, and many other things that needs to be done, insurance, healthcare, and things which they have no access to. So I'm saying that it's a problem is not with the poor people.
Right.
Problem is on the other side, who are restricting them. For example, they're always, the economy is in a way to take things away from the bottom and push it on the top. That's why there's income disparity in the whole world.
Right.
There are only 85 people in the world, just 85 people in the world, who owns more wealth than the bottom half of the world population. 3.5 billion people own the total wealth, which is less than the wealth owned by 85 people in the world. So that's the kind of concentration of resources, wealth in few people. So that's at fault. So we need to redesign the system so that it can be an even society, equal society where you can enjoy the same facilities like everybody else.
ユヌスは従来の銀行では融資を受けることができなかった多くの貧困層に対し、無担保で平均$200程度の少額を融資するマイクロクレジットで貧困層に平等な自立機会を与え、貧困撲滅に真っ向から立ち向かった。
So you actually did change the banking system, right? But didn't people said that it's kind of too risky to loan the poor without any security?
True, but that's what the traditional bankers believed. I said, well, let's do it, find out. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
But if you do it in a practical way, maybe you'll find it completely different. So we did it, and we found out it's completely different. They're more reliable than the conventional banks' clients. Their repayment has been very close to 100%.
Yes.
Without collateral, without security, anything. And it's not only in Bangladesh, it's working now all over the world. We done a program called Grameen America. Started in New York City in 2008. Now we have more than 20,000 borrowers in New York City, all women. Average loan is about $1,500.
Wow.
And repayment rate is 99.4%. No collateral, nothing. So it works in Bangladesh, it works in USA, it works in many, many countries around the world.
Right. So what do you believe instead of security, guarantee?
It's a trust. It's a trust-based banking. We don't have security, we don't have guarantee, we don't have collateral. Because we don't have all those things, we don't need any lawyers. So Grameen Bank is a lawyer-free bank in the world. It works without lawyers, without legal papers and things like that. And it's not only in few countries in the world, it's almost all the countries in the world have microcredit programs today. But you mentioned something that I have changed the banking system. I have not. I've been struggling to change it. Banking system still remains the way it always was. So the microcredit that you hear is mostly done by the NGOs.
Right.
Banks don't get into that picture at all. So that's my struggle. I said, why can't we create a banking system which is an inclusive system? Nobody will be denied, nobody will be rejected from that system. Even the beggar on the street, even the homeless person can walk into a bank and take a loan.
借り手である貧困層と貸し手であるグラミン銀行、この両者は信頼という大きな保証があることで成り立っている。これが他の銀行とは違う大きな特徴の一つだという。
Grameen Bank today in Bangladesh has 8.5 million borrowers, mostly women, 97% of them women. And the bank is owned by them. So it's their bank. It's not a bank owned by me or somebody else. So it's the borrowers are the owners of the bank. So as a result, they sit in the board of the bank. So it's a bank which is owned by poor women, who is run by poor women. And it lends out today over $1.5 billion in tiny loans in Bangladesh. And it keeps growing. And the borrowers also are the savers. They put their money as a deposit, as a savings account. Today they have over $1.5 billion in deposit also. So that's a self-contained bank. It's their money, their loan, their management, their ownership. And that idea has spread around the world.
Yes.
But the ownership is still not there in other programs. They're all run by non-profit organizations. So we are saying that if you have a law to allow the poor people to own a bank of their own, then banking system will change.
Right.
Today that law doesn't exist.
But they're independent enough.
Very independent indeed, yeah.
Right.
かつてバングラデシュは世界で最も貧困に苦しむ国の一つだった。国民の半数を超える人々が貧困に苦しみ、度重なる洪水やサイクロンといった自然災害の影響もあり、長年にわたり経済発展が遂げられずにいた。
You cannot really realize the poverty in Japan. So what is the situation in your country, Bangladesh?
Well, we are one of the poorest countries in the world. That's how we started out. But good thing is things are changing, luckily for better. And when we talk about the Millennium Development Goals, there are 8 goals. It's a Millennium Development Goal. These 8 goals to be achieved by the end of 2015.
ミレニアム開発目標は開発分野における国際社会共通の目標として国連ミレニアム宣言により設定された。極度の貧困と飢餓の撲滅をはじめ2015年までに達成すべき目標が8つ掲げられており、目標達成に向け国際社会のより一層の努力が求められている。
And number 1 goal is to reduce poverty by half by 2015. Bangladesh has done well in reducing poverty and also achieving other 7 goals. On number 1 goal, reducing poverty, it has already achieved that goal by the middle of last year. So we have achieved that goal 2.5 years before the terminal period of 2015. So that's a very happy news that we could brought down to half of the, to reducing poverty by half. And the remaining half, we hope that we can bring it to zero, poverty to zero, say by 2030. So we would like to have a country where nobody should be poor in the country at all.
So you really believe that you can make poverty zero in the world?
Yes, not only I'm believing it, I think the whole world believes in it. When the whole world commits itself to reduce poverty by half for the whole world, not just Bangladesh, that means they believe in it. Otherwise, they will not be passing a resolution at the United Nations. So my point is, if you can reduce something by half, if you continue with the same process, you cut to zero someday. Only thing we have to put now a date when that zero will happen. And in case of Bangladesh, we're saying that zero should happen by 2030. And the next Millennium Development Goals will be soon announced by the next year. And I'm hoping that they will put 2030 as the date where it will be brought to zero.
グラミン銀行設立からおよそ30年、バングラデシュの貧困は大幅に改善された。しかし、さらなる経済的発展を遂げるにはソーシャルビジネスの根幹が重要だとユヌスは言う。
So you're doing this as a social business instead of social charity.
Right? Yes, this is not a charity. We charge interest and they pay interest and the bank makes profit. We give out dividends every year, 20%, 25% dividend. So that goes back to the borrower as owners of the bank. So it's a complete circle. So that's why we call it a social business. It's something that we didn't do it to make money for ourselves.
Right.
We want to do it to help poor people improve their income situation, have confidence and dignity for themselves. But social business is more than just microcredit. Social business could be any problem, like unemployment problem.
Right.
We are addressing that unemployment problem among the children of Grameen borrowers. Now that we are there with them for 39 years, so many of these borrowers have their children grown up and looking for jobs, but there are no jobs. So we said, forget about jobs. Always believe that I'm not a job seeker, I'm a job giver.
Wow, that is such an encouraging word.
So behave like a job giver, start a business. So in order to start a business, you first have to have a business plan.
Right.
If you have a good business plan that we like, then we invest in your business. You get all the equity that you need, all the investment money you need. You go ahead and make it successful and return our money, and you're in business. So we continue to help you and support you. Since we are social business meaning non-dividend company to solve human problems. It's a non-dividend, meaning I don't want to make money out of you. So whatever money I gave you $50,000 over a period of time, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years. You give me my money, $10,000 or $50,000 back, whatever I gave you, and it's yours, and you don't have to pay me any extra. And they like it, and this is what we are doing, turning unemployed people into entrepreneurs.
Right, right.
If I could have given the $50,000 to a young person or $10,000 to a young person to start a business as a charity that you don't have to pay back. Then the person who took the money, he said, I got the money, so I'll use it any way I like.
Right.
So I'll not have a responsibility because I don't have to pay it back.
Right.
So I'm not responsible to anybody. Charity money goes only one way.
Right.
It doesn't come back. If it comes back, it's not a charity. So charity has to end in one-way traffic.
Right.
So it takes away the excitement and the responsibility of having that money. So what we tried to do, we tried to create a business out of this money.
Yes.
So that you do that and give us money back. Then I can use this money to give it to somebody else. And in the meantime, he is doing his business because he worked very hard to make sure the money goes back and paid back. When we did the microcredit, the same reasoning. They were very strong in making sure that money gets paid back. So they worked very hard behind it.
Right.
Otherwise, if they are not asked to pay back, they will not be working so hard because I'm not responsible to give it back. So now they work it back and work hard to give it back. So that's the social business. Charity money has only one life. It goes out and does the work, but doesn't come back. So you can have only one time use for the money. But if you create a social business, money goes out, does the work, and comes back. You can reuse the same money again and again and again. So it becomes very powerful. In the meantime, you created businesses after businesses with the same money, which by themselves, again, continues to grow because it doesn't disappear.
ソーシャルビジネスをチャリティーではなくビジネスとして展開することが経済的自立と貧困の撲滅につながると語るムハマド・ユヌス。この後は日本のソーシャルビジネスの現状に迫る。
賢者の選択リーダーズ。ここからはユヌスさんとともに国内外のソーシャルビジネス推進に取り組んでいらっしゃいます九州大学ユヌス&シーキソーシャルビジネスセンター教授岡田正治さんにお話を伺っていきます。よろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします。そもそもユヌスさんとの出会いっていうのは何だったんですか？
九州大学が2007年からユヌス先生とグラミングループがあるんですけども、そこと共同研究を始めまして、でその流れでユヌス先生と知り合ったのが、最初の出会いですね。お会いした年に世界のいろんなところで、福岡はもとより東京とかニューヨークとかロンドンとかモスクワとかでユヌス先生のお話を聞く機会がもうどんどん増えまして、でユヌス先生の話を聞くたんびにこの考え方はすごいぞと。
そのソーシャルビジネスの概念っていうのは要はどういうことですか？
そうですね、一口に言うとビジネスの一種です。 ただしそのビジネスの目的が何らかの社会的な問題を解決する。普通のビジネスの場合はやはりなんやかんや言うても目的はゴールは利益の最大化です、結局のところ、でお金が蓄えられたらじゃあ CSR をやろうかとか、あるいはどっかに寄付しようとか NPO とかに寄付しようというふうになりますけども、この会社ソーシャルビジネスの会社は最初からそのビジネスの目的が何らかの社会問題を解決する、それが基本的なソーシャルビジネスの概念です。一応ユヌ先生が7つの原則といいますか7つのフレームワークっていうのを作られまして、その1つ目がその社会問題を解決する。で2番目が自立と持続ですから、その会社自体はちゃんと利益を出していく、そうしないと持続も自立もできない。でここはよくユヌ先生がノープロフィットとか言われるんで皆さんに誤解をされてるんですけども、会社自体はちゃんとプロフィットを出して自立して持続していく。ただしその利益は株主へは配当としては出ない。だからこれは次の3番目につながるんですけども、株主は自分の出資額以上は取り返すことができない。だからマックス取り返せても当然ながらビジネスである以上はリスクが伴います。だからそこの会社がうまくいかなければ1円も取り返すことができない。ただうまくいった時に普通のビジネスであれば配当が出ます、キャピタルゲインが出ます。そのキャピタルゲインが出ない、
それはどこに行くんですか？
会社の中にとどまります。
会社にとどまる。
でその利益を使って会社が先行投資をしたり内部留保に回したり、あるいは社員の労働環境を良くしたり給与を上げたりします。
人のために使われると。
その会社のですね、あるいはその会社が別のソーシャルビジネスに出資をする、そのために使う利益になります。4つ目が、いつでも環境に配慮するということです。例えばよくあるのが何かプロダクトを作る際に利益を上げるためにどうするか、安い原材料を使う。でもその時にその原材料が例えば、環境に悪い、環境を侵す、あるいは人の健康を侵すかもしれない。でも今現時点ではイリーガルではない、だったら使っちまおうぜと、利益を上げようぜというのが普通のビジネスの考え方。でもその時にソーシャルビジネスの場合はいやこれは環境に悪いからこの材料は使えないと、じゃあ別のこちらの材料を使おうと、でもちょっと高いぞと、利益は狭くなると、それでも使おうというのが4番目、環境にいつも配慮する。で5番目が社員の労働環境、福利厚生に、のためにその利益を持っている。でいつも猪野さんが言うのはその会社のソーシャルビジネスの会社の社員の給与はマーケットウェイジと言います。要するに市場そこの例えばエリアの平均的な賃金にすると、それ以上にですね。で6番目がその出た利益の一部はもし余裕があれば他のソーシャルビジネスに出資して他のいろんなその社会問題を解決することにも貢献する。で7番目が楽しみながら、そういうことをDo it with joy というふうに。
7つの原則にはソーシャルビジネスはビジネスによって人々の問題を解決することができ、その喜びは金銭的利益を上げることでもたらされる喜びと同じくらい素晴らしい。21世紀これからの私たちは何か他のことのためにビジネスをしていくのだというユヌスの熱いメッセージが込められている。
どうですか、日本の中でも広まってきましたか、ソーシャルビジネスは。
昨年、4社設立されました。ようやくですけど。
その世界に比べて日本の中でのソーシャルビジネスの広がりっていうのはまだ遅い方ですか？
ですね、結構同じぐらいのスピードです。それこそガンジーさんが言ったように良きことはカタツムリのように進むと、最初スローな今段階かなと思います。だからでもこれを超えればですね、どっかでこうテイクオフするような気もします。確かにバングラデシュではダノンヨーグルトとか、あるいはベオリオウォーターとか、日本の会社ではユニクロさんとかが出てジョイントベンチャーという形でバングラデシュの社会問題を解決するためのソーシャルビジネスを作っています。
いわゆる 金儲けといわゆる人助けが一緒にできるっていう感覚が今まであまりなかったですね。
そうですね。ただ金儲けというところでその先ほどの環境を起こさないとか、あるいはちゃんとその社員の給与をきちんと払ってやる、その上で金儲け利益を出すっていうのはもう全然 OK で、しかもそれが人助けといいますか社会問題を解決する、まさにそれを同時にやるというのがユヌスソーシャルビジネスです。
結局その利益が出ることで持続可能なことになるってことですよね。
だから利益を出す、あるいはその持続させるっていうのは普通の会社でも大変ですから、ましてやソーシャルビジネスカンパニーの場合はもっと大変だと思います。
ソーシャルビジネスが日本で広まっていくには何が必要でしょうか。
難しい質問ですね。今学生たちの間でワイワイコンテストっていうのをやってます。
はい、
ユヌス&ユースソーシャルビジネスのアイディアコンテスト。最初やる前はそんなにまともなアイディアは出てこないんじゃないかと、学生たちをちょっと見くびってました。で実際に出てきたアイデアってのは本当に素晴らしい、まだまだもちろん未熟ですけども真剣に考えて本当に社会問題を解決しようという気持ちが表れているようなアイデアがいっぱい出てきました。で彼らがこちら側でそういうビジネスを考えるときにいつも彼らから質問されるのは誰が出資してくれるんですかと、お金というものがやっぱり必要になります。で、最近ですけどもソーシャルビジネスのファンドを作りました。そうすることによって彼らがまたやる気になりますし、それにまだ関わってない人もじゃあ自分がそういうソーシャルビジネスを作ったらそこに出資するお金があるんだというふうに思うこと自体で彼らがまた活発に動く。今少しその段階に来てます。ただ寄付とソーシャルビジネスにおける投資の違いは何かと言いますと、出資する先あるいは寄付する先のその受ける人の能力、受ける人の力をどのくらい信じてるかです。ソーシャルビジネスの出資っていうのはこの人が能力がある、やる気があってちゃんとビジネスにして返してくれるという信頼があります。寄付は使いなさい、帰ってきても帰ってこなくていいよというその大きな違いがあります。ですからソーシャルビジネスというのはその人の力、クリエイティビティとか想像力とかやる気とかを信じる、そしてそのお金を使ってそのビジネスを立ち上げて見事に立ち上げてそれをちゃんと返すという、その人に対しての信頼で、その信頼された人の威厳、尊厳に頼っているのがソーシャルビジネスだと。
威厳と尊厳に頼るっていうことが一番なんていうか皆さんしにくいかもしれない世の中だとした時に、でも実際にそこに頼ってきたユヌスさんの実績を見るとそれは相当大きな力だと思いますか。例えば企業が CSR を意識するのとソーシャルビジネスを意識するのはちょっと違いますか。
いやそれCSR の手段としてソーシャルビジネスをやればいい。
そういうことですよね。
そうです。だから CSR はいつもお金使いっぱなしですよね。ここに寄付、今年はここに寄付で、お金は返ってこない。
目的はだから企業イメージを上げることだから
全然いいです。
そういう意味では一緒なんですね。
だから、一緒というか CSR としてソーシャルビジネス、
そう考えたら簡単そんなに難しい全く違うことじゃない気もするんですけど、
ところが僕は大企業に何度もこれ話言って、例えば CSR の部門に行くと、それは投資ですかと言われます。ソーシャルビジネスの投資の話だから。そしたらその CSR の人は、いや投資であれば経営企画とか投資担当に行ってくださいって言われます。でそこに行って話をすると、ROI キャピタルゲインゼロですかと、その向こうが、いやそういう投資はうちはできませんと言われます。
これまでの枠組みで考えるから担当部署がないってことですよね。
だから本当は偉い社長がいてちゃんとそれをつないでくれれば会社の CSR としてじゃあソーシャルビジネスの投資というのをやりましょうになるんですけども、なかなかそこはいかないです。だからよくソーシャルビジネスというふうに言われると皆さんこのソーシャルというところへ目が行きます。ビジネスの方はついてくる。例えば面白い例が、ユヌス先生は帝国ホテルに泊まられます。日本に来られた時は。でそれを聞いたソーシャルなんたらの人たちが、あるいは NPO の方々が、なんでユヌスさんは帝国ホテルに泊まるんだと 高級ホテルに
贅沢ではないかと。
ソーシャルをやってる人でしょと。
はは。
ソーシャルビジネスをやってる人がなんで NPO 帝国ホテルに泊まるんだと、まさにそれがソーシャルビジネスについての感覚だと思います。でもこれは我々としてはソーシャルビジネスです。ビジネスとしてこれをビジネスとして考えた場合はユヌス先生というのはもう看板であり大事なカリスマです。その方が心地よくセキュリティもあるところで日本の滞在をするっていうのはビジネスとしては当然のことです。そこがなかなかまだそのソーシャルビジネスといった時に誤解を受けるところですね。
ユヌスさんはノーベル平和賞を取られましたが、経済学賞っていう期待もされてますか？
してます。平和賞はまさに先ほどのソーシャルビジネスのソーシャルに注目されて、ノーベル財団が平和賞、でもビジネスの方にソーシャルビジネス、ユヌスさんが言われているソーシャルビジネスの方に着目されると経済学賞だと思います。
ノーベル平和賞の効力といいますか、皆さんが知るきっかけになったっていうことも含めてあると思うんですが、やっぱりノーベル賞を平和賞でも取られたっていうのはやっぱり大きなきっかけになりました。
と思います。ユヌス先生がいつも言われるのは、もちろん忙しくなったっていうのはありますけども、まず最初のなんて言いますか、ノック・ザ・ドアじゃないけども、最初誰かと会う際にもうそこでノーベル平和賞というグループに入ることができた。そこで最初のこの手間が省けたというのは大きいと思いますし、もう一つ何よりもバングラデシュの人たち、バングラデシュの人たちのなんて言いますか、誇りをそこで、人たちが誇りを持つことができたというのがやっぱり一番大きいんじゃないかなと思います。
またこれからも真剣に考えるような今日きっかけになったと思います。
よかったです。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
ここまでは岡田さんにお話を伺いました。この後再びユヌスさんにお話を伺います。
この後ムハマド・ユヌスが目指す未来への展望に迫る。ソーシャルビジネスを提唱し、経済的自立と貧困撲滅に取り組むグラミン銀行創設者ムハマド・ユヌス。ユヌスが目指す未来への展望とは。
So how's the social business going on in Japan? What is the situation?
This is just the idea now coming, people doing. There's some social business already started. One that I know that in Fukuoka, this is called Human Harbor. What they do, they take the people who are in jail. When they come out, usually they get linked up with crime again and go back to jail again. So what they're trying to do through social business, how to get these people when they come out of jail, start into new businesses, start into new work, so that they have something to do rather than float around frustrated. I'm a criminal, so I'm coming from jail, so nobody gives me a job, nobody trusts me with money. So they want this social business puts this away and say, you want to do business, we'll invest in you. We'll start a business. So they are rehabilitating people. That's their social business. In a business way, you get the money back, but at the same time, you carry on with your life, and a person who was in jail now become a decent citizen. So that's their social business. And Kyushu University has started a program called YY competition, social business design competition. So in the design competition, last one they held, there were 14 universities participated, young people coming up with social business plans. Wow. So in the competition, see if their business plan will be at the top. So out of these 14 universities, there are 52 teams which work in 52 projects. They came up with their projects and they presented to a jury board. And jury board finally selected top 4 out of the 52. And top 4 were presented yesterday.
Yes.
In Soko University. So we had a chance to understand and listen to the presentation of these 4 teams. And finally, one team became the champion. And they got an award, they got a prize, and they got a certificate. And their project is to reduce the throw away bottles. You know, you drink water and throw your bottle, and you have a soft drink, you drink and throw your bottle. So there are bottles, empty bottles everywhere. So there are a huge number of empty bottles produced every year. And this creates a problem. There are environmental problems. What do you do? How do you dispose and so on? Their idea is they will create a social business to make sure that you don't use bottle and throw away. You will have your special bottle for yourself.
Yes.
And you have your IC with this small identification that you use in the slot machine, in the machine that dispense this juice or water. So you have a special bottle which is just kept for you.
Yes.
You fill it up, drink it, and put it back again, and says that's it. And that way you don't have to throw away anything, or you carry it with yourself, whatever you want. So that's an idea. How you execute it, how you do it, that's something they have to work out. But the idea that we can come up with an idea where you don't have to throw away bottles.
Right.
You either you have a reusable bottles or some other options, dispensers for drinks, dispensers for water, cups for water, sealed cups. You can open it and drink it and keep it. Those kind of facilities. So this is an idea they came up with. A lot of enthusiasm and the business plan, how much it cost, how to do that. So that's the one which was a champion.
Yes.
And the question is, what do you use this power for?
Right.
So you decide, and if you decide to use this power to change the world, you can do it. You have all the power as an individual, not as a collective group of young people. As an individual, you have the power alone to change the whole world. Just make a beginning of that.
Well, so encouraging.
Thank you.
I like the word that making money is happy, but making people happy is super happy.
Happiness. Yes,
Wow.
indeed. Yeah, I'll believe in it.
Yes.
But I'm saying that I'm inviting people to test it out.
Yes.
Just go and do it and see which one you like. Whether you want to make yourself happy by building up more and more money for yourself, that's a happiness, yes. But by making other people happy, by making the world happy, that's a super happiness for you. You did something in the world. You came here for a very short period of time.
Yes.
So you have to figure it out, what is that you want to do while you're here.
Yes.
So you have a choice. You can make lots of money for yourself, or you can do something the world will remember you because you did something for other people.
Right. And last, I'd like to ask you, what is your eternal goal?
Well, the goal, I keep explaining to people, so the world understands that there is other option of business, and they adopt it, and gradually a certain percentage of world economy becomes a social business economy, so that businesses keep solving problems, so that they don't pile up those problems, and we have a better world, happier world for everybody. This is one. And in the process, we create a world where it will be not a single person, a poor person. So we will not find any single poor person anywhere in the world.
Right.
Then we'll create poverty museums, so that the next generation can go to the museums to find out what poverty used to be like.
Yes.
So that they feel that what a terrible thing it used to be.
Yes.
And also a world where not a single person will be unemployed person. There's nothing wrong with anybody. So why should anybody be unemployed?
Right.
Who stops them from bringing their own creative power into the society and make society a better place? So we would want to create that society where not a single person will be unemployed person. And I keep reminding that in that society, the word unemployment itself will remain unemployed because you have no use for anybody. So that word will be unknown to anybody. So that's the kind of world that we would like to create. And in that world, nobody should be on a state charity. Why anybody should depend on somebody else to give the money? Because everybody has the power to take care of himself and herself and also contribute to the rest of the world. So that's the power each human being has. So that human being should not be dependent on somebody else's charity for their lives. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, I like to think about this social business seriously.
Yes. I hope so. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to hear
Well,
that.
I'm happy
Thank
to,
you.
yes.
Thank you. You are very lucky young people. young people growing up in Japan, which is leading the world in businesses, in technology, in innovations. Wherever you go, you see the fingerprints of Japanese technology, Japanese creativeness, and world recognizes that. So you are born in that society, and you are a lucky person. You have access to so much technology in your hands, so much innovative power in your mind. You have the power to change the world. That's what you have contained in yourself. If you're not aware of it, it will be all wasted. You don't know that what you have inside of you. So become aware of it. Once you are aware of it, make sure you use it. Use to change the whole world. You can create a world completely different than what it is right now. There are lots of problems in the world. You can solve all those problems. You have the power. Go ahead and do it.